in continuation of their pursuit for inclusion and fair play for the right of citizens. Global Rights, in partnership with the Isa Wali Empowerment Initiative, security operatives, and other critical stakeholders gathered for a town hall meeting in Kano, northwestern Nigeria. The town hall, themed Promoting Peace and Security through Women's Inclusion and Access to Justice, attract high-level personalities. However, the Global Rights Executive Director reiterated the need for increased inclusion to achieve justice and improve security.
Women form 50% of the population. Now, when 50% of the population is not involved in critical decision making, where they're not involved in building the architecture for peace, there really cannot be peace. And it's not just about peace, it's in every area of public life, whether the economy of a family, where if women are not working, if they're not also contributing to the income of the family is only the poorer for it. As primary caregivers, also, and as people who are on the ground at home and in communities, that they often are more sensitive to changes in the environment that leads to insecurity.
Also, the Isa Wali's programs manager cautions against crime perpetrators, especially those targeting women and the vulnerable groups.
We will continue to fight for our victims, and it's not something that we will stop at any time. It's something that we are very passionate about. That is why we have the community dialogue committees. We have them. We have GBV committees in the community dialogue committees to handle such issues. If they get such cases, some cannot be handled by them. That is why we have collaborations with various security operatives. When we get such cases, we refer them to them and then we follow up with it.
The Global Rights Director further urged stakeholders to consider citizens in rural communities who are often neglected in access to justice and security intervention.
That in the rural areas, access to education is still difficult. Sometimes schools are very, very far away from homes. Access to credit is more difficult for women than men. And that what are we doing to ensure women have access to credit, have access to be able to do business, to be able to also engage in public life? One of the things that strikes me immediately about access to public life is transportation, and the need to ensure that there is public transportation that is also gender sensitive and is able to also meet the needs of women to engage safely and meaningfully in public life.
Participants at the gathering also call for stronger mechanisms to include persons with disabilities in all aspects of